Good evening, warm welcome to the program. Today we are going to see the importance of being an analyst, whether you are in supply chain or any other domain. It has become essential that you know all the basics of analytics. And though there are advanced tools are available, but basic Excel has a lot of wonderful tools, and if you learn them it may become you may become successful in using other tools. So let me take you to where to find this varif analysis in Excel. I just wanted to open the sheet. So most of you, if we are spending your time either in home or say print or other function page layout like that, then these are all basic Excel. If you want to become analyst, you have to spend 80% of your time in data. Of course, with that, it may come along with the developer or formulas. These three are important tabs which will help you in becoming a successful analyst. So let us see in data you have something called forecast, and this is where you can see what if analysis tool. If you click it, there are three different subtools are available, starting from scenario manager, goal seek, data table. It is more of a analysis tool, multiple situations. Especially if we talk about scenario manager, you can set three scenarios or multiple scenario and trying to get the output. Let me explain a general common problem. Especially though this is a finance problem, we can use it in any application, including supply chain. Here different inputs are given: tax rate, year one sales, sales growth, year on price, cost, iterate, cost growth, price growth, based on which you can always calculate after tax formula, and also NPV, net present value. And these are all formulas available. You need not worry about this. But what is important is, if you want to know if you are varying one or two parameter, then you have the data table. If you want to alter one or two variable and try to see how the result is varying, so here you have this data table. But if you have more than two variable, that's where scenario manager comes into picture. When you click scenario manager, you can set the different scenarios. Here you can see I have set three cases: best, most likely, and worst case. You can just see here. I'm for example, I'm talking about a worst case and selecting some three important characters. What I have selected here is the tax rate and other thing. Let me close it to show you. For example, I have selected this parameter, which is more than two. If you are having only two variables, you can directly go to the data table. I have selected this and giving different value. For example, year one sales, instead of 12,000, it can be 20,000. Sales growth, instead of 5%, it can be 8%. And year one price 7.5, instead of that 8 dollar. Of course, you can set various scenarios for this variable, and for each of those scenario, I would like to know what is after tax profit and the net present value. That's what I have set already in the scenario manager. You can see there are three areas, and I have set the boundaries for this variable. And if I solve it and show you, it shows you for a worst case what is the value. And if I select most likely and show, it's going to show you a different set number. Best, it is going to show you one more number. If you want the summary, you can always click it, and I'm selecting what all it has to show and say simply okay. It's going to take you to a new sheet, and it is giving the summary. You can see what is the best case, most likely, worst case, and the current value. And I am trying to change these variables, and accordingly I know what is the net profit, and also the current net present value. So if you take a supply chain application, assume the inventory or the safety stock is going to vary depending upon different service level. So management wants to know how much safety stock is required at different service levels, starting from 80 to 95 in the steps of 5%. What is the safety stock? Of course, you can feed the data here, and finally see what is the total inventory or safety stock is required. It is not only the inventory, maybe even ordering quantity by using any formula like EOQ. You are trying to vary different annual demands and trying to find out EOQ. Though you can do in Excel by using normal calculation, you already have a scenario manager, which is a powerful tool which you can use it to get to various scenarios. And of course, if you are trying to perfect these kind of basic things in Excel, you can excel as a supply chain analyst. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye.